What is going on YouTube? My name is Carlton Hudson. I also go by the name Network Prodigy. What I got for you guys in this video is I'm going to show you how you can study and prepare for any IT certification that you may be studying for. This can be Cisco, this could be Microsoft, this could be CompTia. Whatever certification you're studying for, you can use these tips. Now, as always, guys, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out, and I greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys' support. Now, right now, the certification that I'm studying for is my CCIE Enterprise Infrastructure Lab exam. So I already have credit for the CCNP Enterprise Core, and I'm looking to take the Enterprise Lab exam before the end of the year. So what I want to do is show you how I'm actually preparing for this. So I'm going to open up a web browser, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to look for the exam topics that are going to be covered on my particular exam. So I'm just going to type in the Google search bar right here, new Cisco certifications. Right, and it's going to bring me to, I believe it's this link, not this one. I think it's maybe this one I want. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find the exam that you're preparing for, and you want to see what the exam topics are. Right now, my computer's going a little slow. All right, so let me see. I don't think that's what I want. Try this. Google. Nope. Let's go to Google. Try this again. New Cisco certifications. Let me see. Okay, this is what I wanted right here. So the one I'm going for is the CCIE Enterprise Infrastructure. So I'm gonna click here. So in order to sit for the lab, you first got to take the Enterprise Core, the 350-401, which I already have credit for because I had a CCNP before the new exams came out. So I just kind of grandfathered over to the new NP, which gave me credit for this one. So now I'm looking to take this exam, which is the lab exam, before the end of the year. So I'm gonna click here. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna allow me to go and look at the exam topics. All right, so what I'm gonna do, it actually took me directly to them. So these are the 5 different areas that are going to potentially be tested on in the lab exam. So 30% going to be network infrastructure, for example, and software defined infrastructure is going to make up 25% of the lab. So all I would do is I will open up, and let me actually close this. I don't think I need this one. So let me close this Excel sheet. Close. I don't know why my computer's acting so slow. No, I don't want to save. All right, these are some jobs that I was interviewing for, so I was just kind of keeping track of them. All right, so let me open up Excel, show you guys how I would actually do this. Now, while that's opening, what I would do is I would just take all of these different topics that are listed under each one of these sections. So I'm just going to take all of this from this particular section. Right, I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna come into Excel. Okay, just open up a blank document. Okay, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy and paste it, just like this. All right, and we're gonna make this a little bigger. I just do this. All right, so let me make this smaller. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this right here, network infrastructure, and I'm gonna change the tab. That way I know what I'm looking at. So network infrastructure. I had this set up already, but I can't find it. So I'm just gonna have to redo everything again. But then I will highlight the different sections of this particular section. So I'll highlight it in yellow. So that's gonna be switch campus. This is going to be routing concepts. Then you got EIGRP section. You have an OSPF section. You got a BGP section. Then it looks like we have a multicast section. So all I would basically do is I would just start coming down each particular topic, and anything that I feel comfortable with that I know, I will highlight it green, right? So I'm good with switch administration, right? I'm good with managing the MAC address table. I'm good with error disable recovery. Like, I'm pretty much good with all of this, right? So I would just highlight everything green. So if it's green, it means I've already prepared for it. I've already went over this topic. I know how it works. I know how to configure it, and I'm good with it. So anything that's in black, that's just something that I need to go over. And once I went over it, once I've actually labbed it up and I have a good understanding of it, I mark it green, right? This is helping me kind of keep track of everything that's going to be covered, and it helps me know where I am in my studies. Like, do I need to go back over something? Is it something that I, really didn't get? And I would do this for every single section. So I would have one for software-defined infrastructure. So I would just copy and paste this. I would come back over to Excel, create a new sheet, and then I would paste it. Okay, do like that. Make it a little smaller. Then I will highlight this one. This is for software-defined access. And then this is for SD-WAN. All right, and this particular topic area is software-defined infrastructure. So I will rename this software-defined infrastructure. But I'm basically just taking all of the exam topics, I'm putting it in Excel, and anything that I'm good with, I'm marking it green. Now, how I'm actually studying is I'm using INE, all right, Internet Network Experts. Okay, that's who I use for my training. Now, INE is great. There's other vendors out there as well. You got Udemy, you got CBT Nuggets. You can actually go purchase the book of the certification exam you're studying, but you just want to make sure you understand every single topic, right? So if you're going for your CCNA, for example, right, I'm gonna come back to where I was before, and I'm going to click on CCNA. Okay, this is going to take you to the brand new CCNA. And if you come down, here's the exam that you have to take, the 200-301. And if you click exam topics, this is everything Cisco is going to test you on. So all you would do is you would go through each one of these sections, right? So network fundamentals, copy all of this into Excel like I do, and you just start going through the topics and make sure you understand exactly what the area is talking about. Like, make sure you know what a router is. What's the difference between a layer 2 and a layer 3 switch? And as you become familiar with the topic and you're good with it, highlight it green. That's going to let you know, hey, I understand this. Now, if you're going for your Cisco exam, one thing you definitely want to do, doesn't matter if it's CCNA, doesn't matter if it's EMP or CCIE like me, you always want to lab. And how I lab is I open up GNS3. So, and this is only if I'm doing like routing stuff. If I'm doing stuff pertaining to switches like spanning tree, VLANs, and trunking, I would use Packet Tracer. But anything routing like OSPF, BGP, EIGRP, I always use GNS3 because I feel like it's better. I feel like Packet Tracer kind of sucks when it comes to just trying to do basic routing because it's kind of watered down. But with GNS3, you don't get that problem. So I'm going to open up GNS3, and all I would do, I think I opened it up at the same time, which is why I got that message. I opened up 2 of them. But I would just come inside of GNS3 and start building my own labs, right? Because I know a lot of people, they be looking for labs to do, but you can actually download GNS3 and create your own labs. That's how I always practice. Like with INE, they do have workbooks that I use from time to time, but most of the time I just come into GNS3 and I just create my own labs. Like if I'm trying to do an OSPF lab, I just come in here, I just bring me out some routers, and I just start kind of building my own little topology. Like I would name this guy OSPF v2, which is the OSPF version 2 for IPv4. And all I would do is just, drag a router, right? If it'll show up. I may have to restart. There we go. I got router 1, router 2, and I just want these guys in area 0, for example, right? So I would, create a box right here, right click, lower this guy down so I can actually see my routers. And I would say, okay, this is area, I'm sure why my laptop is doing that, but this is area 0. So I know right now I need to configure OSPF between router 1 and router 2, and they're going to be in area 0. Then maybe I go and get, router 3, right? I will connect router 1 to router 2, for example. There's router 3 down there. And I apologize, guys. My computer's going really, really slow. All right. Then router 3, he's going to be down here in area 3, for example. All right. So I'm going to lower that guy, and he'll be in area 3. Why are you doing this? Sometimes GNS3 can really, truly get on my nerves. Because all I'm trying to do is type something. And it's trying to do this. So sometimes GNS3 can act kind of buggy. Not sure why. All right. All right. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I might have to, I have no idea what it's doing. All right, let's try this again. So he would be in area, you do this one more time, I promise you, it's gonna be problems. Area 3. And then I would just connect, connect router 2 to router 3. And now router 2 will be in area 3 as well as area 0, right? So this is just, how I would lab. Like if I'm trying to do BGP, for example, instead of this being area 0, this would be AS12, right? And then this would be, AS3. And I would just practice BGP configuration. So you don't necessarily have to look on the internet and try to find labs to do. You can just open up GNS3 and kind of do your own labs. Now, I'm not familiar with Microsoft certifications or any other Linux certifications, so I'm not sure how you would get hands-on practice, but all you will want to do is you want to find a way, whether you get labs from somebody else or you just build your own lab. You can actually go out and purchase equipment and build you a home lab. You just want to be able to lab as much as possible. And as long as you understand all of the topics that are going to be covered on your exam, you should do well. So this is how I prepare for my CCIE. Like for example, if I come back over here to BGP, I make sure I understand everything that's going to be covered here in BGP, and then I lab it, right? So for example, all of the attributes and private autonomous system, I kind of research and kind of study what exactly does that mean. Then I come over here to GNS3 and I lab it up, right? I just bring me some routers out here, set it up like this, and I just practice it. And the more I practice, the better I get at it. So guys, this is how I study, and I want you guys to take some of the same things that I do and apply it to your studying. Again, it doesn't matter what you use to study. It doesn't matter if you use INE like I do, CBT Nuggets, Udemy, or some other vendor out there. All you want to do is just make sure you have a good understanding of what they're going to be testing you on. Make sure you lab it so that you really understand it. All right. So that's what I have for you guys today. If you got any questions, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram. I'm going to leave my Instagram handle in the description. Again, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. And I'm going to make sure I keep coming out with more videos for you guys. So till the next one, see you guys later.